everybody. I'm going to offer a short yoga session that I think will be good for a lot of different body types. So we're going to start standing, and you can have feet hip width apart and a little bend in your knees just so you're not locking your knees. And just take a couple of seconds with eyes closed just to feel your balance here on your 2 feet and tune into your breath. So slow it down. Breathing in and out through your nose. And just feeling your body, feeling where your feet touch the floor, feeling the movement created by your breath. And maybe the movement of staying in balance. There might be a little shifting to keep you upright from falling. You can let your eyes open, and we'll start with a little joint mobility. So we're going to take the right foot and just circle around the ball of the foot. A few times one way, a few times the other way. And then the left foot, a couple times one way. Imagine you have paint on the bottom of your foot and you're trying to get it off. Go the other way, rolling around on the ball of the foot. Good. And then we'll take the hips and make a couple big circles, one direction, and then the other. And then a few big arm circles. We'll circle the right arm back, making the biggest circle you can. So you are exploring your full range of motion. And you can let this kind of move through your torso if you like. Circle it forward now. And then the other arm back. And forward. Now take both arms up and try circling one arm forward and the other arm back. This is pretty tricky. If you get lost, you can start at the top again and try it again. So one arm forward, the other arm back. If you've got it slow, you might try it a few times fast, and if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just keep breathing. And then release and shake that out. Shake your arms like rope. Let them hit your body, letting your torso swing side to side. And then release. So we're going to bring the hands into light fists and then pat all the soft parts of your legs. The outsides, the insides, the fronts, the backs. Just waking things up. A little patting gently on your lower back, fronts of the hips and belly, and then both arms, all the soft parts. Can really help bring body awareness through touch, just waking things up. Both arms, get your armpits, your shoulders, all the soft parts. Gently on the chest, shoulders, and then use your fingertips to pat your face and head, waking up the scalp, neck, and then shake it out. Shake out your hands, your arms, one leg at a time. Good shake, shaking the muscle on the bone. Shake your butt, whole body. Good. Okay, let's separate the legs. We're going to come into a horse stance. So you can take this as gently or deep as you like. So a shorter stance and just a little bit of a bend will be less intense. You can make this really intense, nice deep low one. So find the distance that works for your body. Couple things. You want the feet and knees to point the same direction. So you can open your knees as wide as they'll go and just have the toes point that same way rather than the toes pointing one way and the knee pointing the other. At any point, if it's too much, just release. And if you want to go back down, come back down. Try and have the pelvis neutral, so your hips aren't tipping back or tucking under, but just neutral. And you could even bring your hands there to feel. Is that neutral? And make sure when you bend your knees that your knees aren't going forward of the toes. That puts a little too much pressure on the knees. So either above the ankles or slightly behind the ankles. So you can sink right down deep. This is a lot of bang for buck. Getting the quads feeling. You might even start to feel heat building. If it's too much, again, anytime, just release. And if you want to come back down, come back down. So while we're here, we're going to interlace fingers in front and put a little pressure between your arms as if you're trying to pull them apart. Spreading between the shoulder blades. Nice deep breath. I'm definitely feeling my thighs here. Can you relax your face while you're feeling this? And then release and interlace fingers behind your back, opening up through the chest. And you might try the other thumb on top. And again, with the legs, I need a little break. I can release at any time and then come back in. Let's release the arms. And let's go ahead and stand up. Take a couple big shoulder circles. Okay, let's turn to one side. So we're going to take a lunge. And so again, this can be small or big. You want to make it really small and gentle, please do that. If you want to make it more intense, take a big step back. Now I'll give you several options here. You can have your hands on the floor. You can have your back knee on the floor. And just like in horse, try not to have the front knee going forward of the ankle. So if that's happening, take your legs further apart so it's right above the ankle. You can have hands on hips or arms up. We'll just hold here a couple breaths. And then release. We're going to go to the other side. So one way to do so is to just walk your hands around and turn the other way. Or you can switch sides in another way that feels right for you. So take the same variation you did on the other side. So it could be back knee on the floor or off the floor. Hands on the floor, on the hips, arms up, or something else. Having somebody tell you what to do can be very reassuring. Believe me, I like to be told exactly what to do sometimes. And as soon as you feel ready, take the reins, make it your own, do what feels right. So take a totally different variation that feels right for you. Let's release. We're going to walk the hands to center and now straighten both legs. If it is difficult to reach the floor, you could use something under your hands. If you have yoga blocks, that's a possibility. A chair, you can bring a chair over and rest your hands or forearms on a chair. And if you're able to fold to the floor, use your hands on the floor. And if you're able, let your head hang. And you are working with your body. You shouldn't have mobility that you don't have right now. If you keep going towards what's tight in you, there is a chance it will open, and it's a really good idea to do so. So please be patient with yourself, feeling what it's like to be right here doing this. Let's release. Bring the upper body back up. You might bend your knees, come up, toe heel the feet in. And I'm going to close it there. Thanks for joining me. There's lots of other videos if you want to keep going. You might try a different one now or take a little rest or meditation, but I'll keep this one short. Have a great day.